Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
I'm Jared.
And I'm Linda.
We're the Newcomers. Hey, it's time for Mailbag Monday. We've had quite a week here in the villages.
We've had a great week.
On today's show, we're going to talk about an increased police presence here.
And seatbelts save a life.
A visit from Linda's older sister.
And bubble wrap.
It's spring cleaning time around the villages. And don't forget your outside Lenai's. I'm Peter Bernard, and that's this week's Bubble Wrap.
Be sure to send in some video questions and some regular questions so we can stockpile them, pull the best ones, and put them on Mailbag Monday.
Stay tuned. It's going to be a great show. Hit it, Wally.
Send us your questions. We've got your answers. Jerry and Linda's Mailbag Monday.
We hope you enjoyed our show on Thursday. That was an interview with 99-year-old World War II veteran Irving Locker. We also talked with his wife. What a guy.
It was a great show. We enjoyed meeting them both, and we learned a lot about the World War II, and we just are so appreciative of our veterans.
Yeah, and he is such a nice and humble guy. When I first met him, he walked right up and basically put his nose right here. He's only 5'1". And he said, "That's how I survived the war. I got behind big guys like you."
It was fun. He had such a great sense of humor.
And him and Linda got along just great.
We were
Let me tell you.
it was
But
good.
we appreciate that.
Yeah, we
Thank
do.
you, Mr. Locker, for being on our show.
Yeah. And we want to thank you for sending in all those cool pictures of those awesome cars.
Yeah, we're going to show some of those in the shout-outs today. That was fun. Lots of old cars brought back memories.
Mm-hmm.
Let's jump right to our viewer video question.
Jerry and Linda, good morning. Danny Blinn, Portsmouth, Rhode Island, 15 minutes from Newport area. Built a designer home in Newell. My question is, we always hear a little blurb about folks complaining about law enforcement being out there taking radar for the golf carts. And as we all know, that these golf carts are dangerous enough. They don't have airbags. They don't have all the safety pre-collision systems. And they're a short wheelbase. I would like it if you have a show in reference to a county sheriff come on the show and tell us what their thoughts are about the golf carts in the villages. See you when I get there.
Thank you, Danny, for the question. You know, that came up just this past week or so, and I pulled a story off the Village's News that'll be interesting to so many people out there. An officer was monitoring traffic on Morse Boulevard, and he noticed a low-speed vehicle, that's called an LSV, which was traveling in the golf lane along Megason Road. It passed a golf cart and reached a speed of 25 miles an hour. The officer ordered the cart to pull over. The driver demanded to know why it was being stopped, and the officer pointed out that he'd been traveling at 25 miles an hour. The driver pointed to his license plate, basically to say, hey, this is a street legal vehicle. And the police officer said that street legal vehicles are prohibited from traveling in the golf cart lane. So he received a citation for that, and he may have even gone to jail. I'm not sure about that. So we got some information from the Sumter County Sheriff, and this information was also on the Village's News. And Captain Bob Seamer, now he was on our show a while back. We had him right here. In fact, he was in your chair when we had the undersheriff right here. Mm-hmm. And he gave some statistics on traffic. And it says in the first quarter of the year, that's January, February, and March, 1,326 citations were written in the villages.
Wow.
And that number usually runs around 700, so they've written twice as many tickets this year. Mm-hmm. And he said that the overtime details have been assigned to the problem areas, including Morse Boulevard, north of County Road 466. And if you follow the news, that's a place where there have been some serious accidents. Mm-hmm. He reported that so far this year, there have been 342 car crashes, 29 golf cart citations, golf cart drivers getting tickets, 54 golf cart crashes, and he said that those numbers, however, are about average. Although I think that 29 citations might be a little bit high.
Wow.
Yeah. Now you have the next subject we're going to talk about is a serious golf cart accident.
Right. Yes, this story is about a lady who was driving her golf cart, and she was driving on Odell Circle when a car turned into her on Corbett Drive. She hoped the wonderful people who had stopped to attend to her actually called for help, and a person gave up a beach towel to stop the bleeding, and they drove to their house to tell her husband all about it and took photos, and they directed traffic and spoke to the officer that even witnessed the crash. There are no words to describe how thankful she was for their kindness.
Yeah,
Wow.
and thankfully,
Yeah.
she's okay to write that letter.
Yeah.
And seat belts are so important. Make sure you're wearing them. And if your cart doesn't have seat belts, it's about $135, I think. I think that's what we paid for our second car. Get those seat belts and buckle in
Save
so you
lives.
can at least have a little protection around you, because a car versus golf cart is no match at all.
And thank you for all those that helped her. Wonderful.
Absolutely. It's time for bubble wrap.
With all the pollen flying around and the dust, it's something that you should do around your house at least once a year and maybe twice, and that is clean your outside lanais. All you need is a Swiffer mop and some Dawn dishwasher detergent. A splash of Dawn or other quality dishwashing soap, a bucket, a Swiffer mop with a washable mop end, and about 3 gallons of water is all you need to do the job. Use sweeping motions to work the suds into your screen. I start on the outside, working back and forth. Don't worry if some of that soap gets into your patio. You can use that same solution to give it a good mopping too. Same routine here, back and forth motions with a soapy mop head will help loosen the trapped dirt inside the screen. In my neighborhood, recent road renewal using oil and sand did a number on my screen, so it really needed this wash down. Dip off it in the bucket to get new soapy water and release the dirt. The final step for this is to hose off your lanai screen from the inside, hopefully shooting all the dirt outside. Give it a good spray over and make sure all the suds are gone. I'm Peter Bernard, and that's this week's Bubble Wrap.
Thank you, Peter. Peter's always coming up with ways that can make our life easier, help us do things around the house that we might overlook, and show us easier ways to get things done. So thanks so much, Peter.
Yeah, good tips. This next question came from Jason and Jody, and they asked, what determined our retirement date? Well, we had reached a certain age and years of experience in our school corporation, which allowed us to retire when we were 55 years old. So that was we were eligible to do that, and we just kind of said, let's do it.
In Indiana, you have to get full retirement, you have to be 55 years old and have 30 years of classroom experience. It's called the Rule of 85, and we both had that. We were still going good, and I loved teaching at that point and had really been enjoying it. However, the administration, school board, the powers that be, had decided a way to save money was to stop the bridge that they had been providing for teachers who retired at 55, had 10 years of insurance paid until they could go on Medicare.
Right.
And that year they said, we're studying stopping that. So we thought if we taught another year, we might fall into that problem where we wouldn't get our insurance paid for. So we just decided to go ahead and take the retirement. And believe me, Indiana, as far as states go, has a weak teacher retirement pension plan. So we get emails all the time from people that say, you rich teachers with your big pension. We got 30% of our last 5 years income average. So if you taught 33 years, you got 3 extra percent. If you taught 35 years, you got 5 extra percent. So we didn't get a huge pension, but that's how they figured it. So we did all the numbers, crunched them, and at age 55, we thought, hey, let's get out now and enjoy our life. And that's exactly what we've done. And let me tell you, it has gone fast. We've been retired over 13 years. That does not even seem possible.
It doesn't.
Lord.
But they've been great years. We've really enjoyed them.
This week, we've enjoyed a visit from Linda's sister. And it was a big surprise. And I think we pulled it off just right. In fact, I had cameras set up to get it. I'm going to show you a little bit of it here. But I've lost the footage somehow from the best camera. So you're not going to get the best picture, but you're going to hear a lot of squealing, maybe some kissing. And it was really good. So take a look. Linda's on her way home. Her sister, who she hasn't seen for over a couple of years, is here. We're going to get Linda's surprised reaction when she comes through that door. Let's see what happens.
Where are you? Where are you?
What's your...
Why are you sitting down like that? Ah! What the world? I can't get out of this chair. Oh my God! How do I get out of the chair? I can't get out of this either. It's the strangest chair in the world. Oh my God! I'm so excited. Oh my gosh! Oh my God! Where? Oh my God!
How does it happen to take home? And I go, bleh!
How'd you know? Did Mike really go to the airport? No! I told everybody!
That poor man in his busted pipe.
Oh my God!
And you all have had a good time this week.
We've had a great time, and I want to thank you, Jerry, for doing that for me. It's been a few years since I've seen her, and we talk and we Skype and we do that kind of thing, but it's been a while since we've been together. But boy, oh boy, was that a fun evening when I came back from my friend's house, and I thought Jerry was going to the airport to help a friend, and no. He was going to the airport to pick up my sister that he had planned since January. Can you believe that? He kept a secret that long? Oh my goodness.
Well, it's been a lot of fun, and I set that up, and for 3 months I had to not blurt it out, and so many things had to fall into place, but it did, and you had a good time.
I had a great
She
time.
was a great asset to the show. You all did a super live show.
Jerry goes, it's your show, Linda. I said, oh my gosh.
That's all you.
But Carol and I just sat and chatted with a lot of you all, and that was a lot of fun, and we enjoyed it. My sister Carol.
All right, let's see what we have next. This is from Wendy. And Wendy says, hi, Jerry and Linda. We're coming to the Villages for a self-guided visit. What should we do or visit to get a good feeling for the Villages atmosphere? We so far are going to spend a night at both hotels. They probably mean the Waterfront Hotel and the Brownwood Hotel.
Yes, I imagine.
And that's good that you're going to stay there. But honestly, if you really want to feel for the Villages, we suggest that you take a lifestyle preview. 2 nights, it's not going to do it. You're going to get lost and probably flustered. And we suggest that everybody that comes here, if you want to really find out about the Villages, you've got to drive a golf cart.
You do. You do. It'll take you all over the Villages, different areas. You get the feel of it. You're behind a train full of carts going down the street. It's a lot of fun.
It is. It reminds me, when we grew up, we were near Louisville, Kentucky, and they had a place called Fountain Ferry.
Oh, yes.
And they had the little Tin Lizzies that would kind of ride on a track and you drive them around. And it reminded me of that. I loved that when I was a kid.
Yes, it did.
And that's what we felt like when we came on our lifestyle visit.
Yeah.
We're driving this Tin Lizzie around everywhere.
Yeah.
But it's fun, and 2 days is not enough. And you get a lot of other frills on a lifestyle preview also.
Yes.
But that's what I would coach you. Get a golf cart. Rent one. The Villages golf cars will rent them to you. They've got a huge fleet. Drive it everywhere. Try to investigate some neighborhoods, both north of 44, south of 44.
Yes.
Go to the rec centers. Drive them to the pools. Just immerse yourself.
Enjoy.
Yeah, and just have a great time.
Yeah.
Although if you stay in a hotel, you probably won't have access to the pools because you won't have a guest pass. Forgot about that. Sorry. That's why we promote the lifestyle preview. You have access to everything.
That's right. That's right. This next question is from Duke. And
Duke who?
Okay, I'm going to try this. Mihalojovic. No, I can't do
Well, you can see it there yourselves. It's probably Duke Mihaljevic.
that. Ooh,
Mihaljevic.
I like
Duke, tell us if we're right or wrong. But anyway, that's a toughie.
Recently, you mentioned your great neighbors, how they brought your newspapers to the house while you're gone. Nice, but Community Watch looks for those extra papers to signal there could be a problem at the house and does a wellness check. I've heard of that too, that they do see newspapers in the driveway, and if they see one or two, and one's okay, then to see two, then they start to worry. So then they start calling neighbors. They actually did that for us. One of our neighbors' newspapers was out a little bit longer, and they said, "Do you know anything about your neighbor?"
Yeah, the police came knocking on the door and said, "Your neighbor
They
next
sure
door, the
did.
newspapers are piling up," and
Yeah.
they were out of town.
So it is a nice thing that they do that, but I was very appreciative of our neighbor that did it for us, because I had 6 days worth, and I had totally forgot the whole entire time about those newspapers. So I was very appreciative.
Ken in Maryland wants to know about insurance for golf carts. Do you have a separate insurance policy that covers your golf cart in case of an accident or property damage or liability issue while using your golf cart? Ken, we do. It's not mandatory. Golf carts are not registered. We don't have titles to them, but you would be liable if you had a wreck and it was your fault, or you ran over somebody or backed into somebody or whatever. So we do, and we've always had liability insurance on our golf carts from the first day we got here. But we recently have switched to full coverage because it's not that much more money, and it would cover our cart in the case of theft, which we didn't have before, or collision, so we could replace our broken golf carts. Of course, the older carts, I've got a 17 Yamaha gas, she's got a 16 Yamaha gas. It probably wouldn't be worth a whole lot, but that would help us.
And speaking of golf carts, check out this one that we borrowed.
That is a hot golf cart. That's 4 seats facing front. And we want to shout out to Jan and Sally from North Dakota, who loaned us that golf cart because of Linda's sister being in
It
town.
was a smooth ride, really.
It's
lovely.
beautiful. And while we're talking about it, I would like to say, if you're going to get a 4-seater golf cart, that's the kind to get. 4 seats facing front. What's the problem with 2 seats facing backwards?
Well, 2 seats facing backwards, I know many people do have it. Bill, it's easier to get in your golf cart garage for sure. But facing backwards, it's kind of an awkward situation. You're looking at the driver of the cart behind you. You feel like you're just hanging on for dear life. And I just feel like it's a little safer if you're facing forward. You're able to talk to your friends, your family in front of you, and I just feel
Much better for touring and
touring.
stuff.
I think you
but
get
when you come up behind a golf cart that has 2 people
Yeah.
facing backwards at a stop sign or something, they're sitting there going,
da, 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 da.
trying not to look at you, and you're looking at them, and they're tall, and their legs are this way and that way, and they're trying to scrunch all there. It's not comfortable, not all. We had hoped to go to the Guess Who concert Friday night, and it was canceled. We don't know why.
I'm sad.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this week at the Savannah Center, tonight actually, is the Land Sharks. That's the Jimmy Buffett tribute band. So, awesome concert that will be.
I've heard.
Then on Tuesday, Hooray for Hollywood. And on Wednesday, Smokin', the ultimate tribute to Boston. Yeah, that's going to be great. And then at Sharon this week, on Saturday coming up, is the illusionist Rick Thomas, Mansion of Dreams. That'll be fun. And then on sale coming up this week, for great shows coming up, is in July 11th, the Rod Stewart tribute's coming. And I'm saying this now because some of these are awesome concerts, and you're going to want to get tickets. And they're starting selling tickets right this next week. So do that.
Yeah, we were going to go to that Leonid and
Yeah.
Friends, and it was sold out.
We should have jumped on that a lot sooner. And then on July 12th is coming Kiss Alive tribute band, and then Simply Tina, which is Tina Turner, and that is on July 13th concert. So
This is April, though. April,
I know.
May, June,
They're
July.
They're getting people in their seats to sign early, so they're probably
Okay.
expecting sellouts, Jerry.
All righty. Although we were trying to schedule, our travel advisors were trying to schedule a cruise for
2025.
July of 25. That's more than a year from now, and it was already booked out. Couldn't get it.
Wow.
So I guess you're right.
Yeah, you got
She's
it.
always right. She's always right.
Sometimes, not always, sometimes. Take a breath, because I'm in a bad mood.
We did a live show. Not a live show.
It was a dead show.
No, yeah, it was a dead show. Let's do sweet and salty. Let's do the jumble.
I don't want to do it.
Why not?
I just don't.
Well, I'm not scrunching my nose
Yes,
off.
it is all the time. Why don't you?
It's not. Oh, it isn't. Great job, Scooter, every time. And where am I going with this?
I do.
Because we combined our out and a doubt.
I do.
Out and a doubt and a doubt. I just brushed my teeth. I feel like I got white stuff in there. It was a dance, isn't it? I could do that down to, because I think you gave up. Did you give up? Don't give up. You want me to do it?
Yes.
I had a really good reason. I was going to say something.
Senior moments happen every day.
Let's do the word jumble. Let's do that sweet jumble. That sweet, sweet jumble. Let's do the sweet jumble. I have no idea. Time for the word jumble. Last week, it was a tough one. A lot of you got it, but a lot of you didn't get it. Well, you've been telling me it was too easy, so I made it a little bit harder. But the clue was, you can slim down by, and the answer was, walking off the pounds. You go walk off the pounds.
Yes, I have
Used to.
done that. I have done that. It is a great way to get exercise.
Yeah. And this week, here's your clue. Embrace it. You have earned it. Now remember, as always, if you get the answer, just let us know you got it, but don't put it down in the comments or other people will be cheated out of their opportunity to solve it.
It's time for sweet and salty.
What about bubble?
Well, we got a sweet comment from Sandy this week. Hello to you two beautiful people. I am single and love my life. Would it be nice to have a partner? Yeah. Well, I don't, and that's okay. Love your banter as a married couple. Please keep up your channel. Adore you too. Sandy.
Oh, thank you, Sandy.
Yeah, Sandy.
It's a very nice outlook. You make the most of what you have, and
That's right.
and yeah, she's saying she can have a perfectly nice life and have fun
That's
by
right.
herself, and that's good.
right.
All right.
Thanks, Sandy, for watching.
Yeah, certainly a better outlook than this old crone wacky witch. Yeah, that's their name. I don't know if it's their actual name or not. I don't think it is. She says, Jerry, don't scrunch your face up like you do. You look like a diapered baby. It's very unattractive. I prefer you to look like Mrs. Doubtfire when out of drag. What is she talking about? Well, you old crone wacky witch. I'll try to do better. But, you know, that's my way of letting people that I love her to death. But if I don't agree with her, sometimes my nose goes, it's involuntary.
Yep, goes right up there. It scrunches. His eyes closed and he scrunches
Anyway.
his nose.
That's just the way it is.
The way it is. I just ignore it.
Time for Out and About. Out and About is a little different today because we combined our out and about to the restaurant with an out and about recreational activity. We went for a pontoon boat ride. And we went to Lake Adventures in Eustis. We've gone there multiple times. That's our go-to place when we want a pontoon boat. And we took 6 of our friends, and we got on that boat and put up it was a hot day. We put up the old canopy, which I need, hey, got a lot of sun anyway, didn't I?
Yeah, we
It
both
was
did.
a beautiful day, slick water. And we motored that boat, and we went out into Lake Eustis, and we just puttered around, had a good old time, just chatting and snacking and eating, and we eventually made our way all the way over to where we ate lunch. And we ate lunch at the Hurricane Grill, and its address is in Tavares. So we took the boat all the way into Tavares, and we docked, and you come up there and you see this beautiful, what is it, like a wicker roof on it, or a thatch roof? A thatched roof.
Yeah.
And all
Like a
these
hut.
exposed beams inside, and we
Yeah.
ate out on the patio with our friends.
Really nice.
We had a super meal, and I had grilled chicken sandwich, and you had,
A Monterey quesadilla, chicken quesadilla. It was delicious.
and you can see the different foods that people in our group ordered there. And every person enjoyed their meal. That's the first time we've ever been there. And I'd have to say we'll go back.
It was fun, puttering up with the pontoon boat, then getting out, going on the dock, going to eat, and then come back, getting on our boat, go. That's kind of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, the pontoon boat was clean. The engine ran.
Yeah.
It purred like a kitten.
Yeah.
We had no problems whatsoever. It's a first-class operation, Lake Adventures. And to be able to do that. Now, last year we did the same thing, and we turned and went through the Dora Canal, which we
Yes.
did again this time.
Yes.
We went down that Dora Canal all the way to Tavares.
Yeah.
And we had gone there before to watch the seaplanes take off and land, and we had lunch over there a
Yeah.
couple different times.
Right.
And we've even taken the pontoon boat all the way to Mount Dora
We did. We
and
did.
do that. So it was a double adventure, and the prices were $13.99,
About the same.
$12.99. Very, very affordable at the Hurricane Grill.
Yeah.
And if you want a pontoon boat during the week, a 4-day rental is $200 in that neighborhood. And you take a party of 8 like we did, it's $25 a piece. So it's
Yeah.
it's a great way to spend the day. And you know what? Well, I put the pencil to it, and it's going to be a lot cheaper than owning a boat to go over there and do that.
I
with
think
a
it's
while.
a great idea.
We've owned boats in the past.
Yeah, it's so easy. You get on it, you take your ride, and then you have to worry about it, and then you just get in your car and go home. You don't have to store the boat. You don't have to make sure this is up, that's clean, this is whatever,
Yeah.
dry. I loved it.
And when you get there with all your junk, your coolers, all
Yeah.
your stuff, they bring out a dolly and they'll take it to the boat for you. And then when you're done, they'll take it all back to your car for you.
Yeah,
So
it's wonderful.
pretty nice. So we had a really good out and about this week. Time for shout outs. Once again, we want to thank everyone that's a friend of our channel. Some of you are acquaintances, some of you we've never met, but you've written nice comments. And so many of you you're the reason we keep it going, and your names are scrolling at the top, and we appreciate every single one of you.
That's right. My first shout out is to my twin sister Connie. Thank you so much for this nice, lovely cream. It's called Tightening Face and Neck Cream. My twin sister says I need to straighten up my neck. I love you, Connie. Seriously, that's what it is.
Well, it couldn't hurt. I mean, you don't need it, but you can try it.
I'm going to get everybody talking about my neck now. That's pretty cute, though. I'm going to need some duct tape. You too.
Oh, it's when you get old, you get that, like a turkey. This is Irving and Bernice Locker. They were the couple that we interviewed last week, and I'm just in awe of this guy and his wife. They've been married 75 years.
How do you do it?
Oh, Lord, how did you ever do that? He's a World War II veteran. He hit Normandy at D-Day. He was in the Battle of the Bulge, and he liberated Nazi death camps. What a guy. And just 5'1". But to me, he's about 7 feet tall.
Yeah, he is. Last week, we asked for your favorite car and got lots of pictures. Here is one of our friends, Brenda Coleman, with her 1980 Chevette. She paid $5,000 for it new. And Jerry told her that picture looks like it was shot in Mayberry. Such a nice looking place.
I was expecting to see Floyd the barber walking by there.
Exactly.
This is one of the photos we had sent in also. It's Glenn Pascal, and he's got his 1966 Mustang. He bought it for $325. What a car.
What a car. This is our friend Teresa Lawson with her 1969 Chevy Nova.
That is such, I mean, I had a friend with that same car. I know exactly that car inside and out. That's a cute little car. You know, that would be a nice one to really fix up and restore. I love it. Tom Kennison sent in this picture of his car. It's a 1956 Mercury Montclair. He paid $110 for it. What a cool car. Everybody else is in their pictures. That car is just by itself. But it was so cool. I just wanted to put it on there. So, Tom, thank you for sending that in.
Well, last week, Bill Lamb forgot to mention his wife's name, so he sent another picture with Marlene, and here they are at RJ Gators. This place rocks, doesn't it?
It does. We walked by there the other night. Where did we eat that night? At Cody's?
We ended up going to Cody's.
We went to Cody's. You have to walk by RJ Gators. Holy cow. They had outdoor entertainment.
They
It
had
was
like
jumping.
150 people out there.
That's up at Sumter Landing.
Yeah, Sumter
so
Landing.
I really like that atmosphere. Cool.
Really nice.
This is Brian McGuire. He's one of our frequent viewers. That's his first car, a 1975 Mustang II. I had one of those also, Brian. Mine was red.
This is Bob Mueffelman in his first car, a 1967 Camaro RS. And that's a nice looking car.
That is. And I'm sorry, but you've gotten all the tough names today.
Yeah. Pretty bad.
We're sorry if we ever mispronounce your names. We're doing the best we can. And this is our friend Sharon DeBose. You've heard us mention her before with her Plymouth Fury. She said she was only 17 years old when she got that, and it had velvet seats.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's going to do it for this week's edition of
Mailbag Monday.
Be sure to hit that little bell, and you'll be notified every time we put out a new video.
If you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to our channel and follow us on Facebook. Until next time.
See you when you get here.